duckie_world.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is the dnD Power Hour here on HabboHotel.ca, the sweetest-smelling Habbo Hotel in the world. We are broadcasting live from downtown Toronto, Ontario, Canada. Live and in full effect, we have EMI recording artist Yellowcard in the house. Dubya, I'm not making it up. They are actually here. Mendez, LP, Ryan, Sean, and Pete live in full effect in Toronto. Right now, here by the microphones, we've got LP and Pete. Gentlemen, how are you?
Good. How you doing?
Doing great. How about yourself?
Not too bad, not too bad. What do you think of our fine, warm weather up here in the Great White North?
You know what? Yesterday was actually a beautiful day. It kind of cooled down a little bit today, but it's been nice. It's been clear skies.
Yeah, last time we were here, it was freezing. Remember that?
Yeah, it's supposed to be like 8 feet of snow right now.
Yeah.
Well, normally, yeah.
Normally,
this is actually,
right.
We're all a bit weirded out. I mean, as nice
It's
as it
been
is,
mild,
it's supposed
though.
to be cold. Yeah,
Right,
yeah. This
right.
time of year, normally in the Great White North, it's just that white snow everywhere. Right now, we've also got visitors in HabboHotel.ca and HabboHotel.com. As I look over, we've got band members running around inside. We've got Sean, who's currently in the Canadian hotel. We've got Ryan, who's running around in the U.S. site. And Mendez will be on soon enough, running around here on HabboHotel.ca and HabboHotel.com. A special shout-out to all the crew down in Santa Monica that are right now running around as well, supporting us down in the U.S. of A. But before we get going, gentlemen, we're quickly going to explain to you how this works here on Habbo Hotel, because I believe this is your first time here to our wonderful little establishment.
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Over the next 45 minutes, we're going to be asking you questions that have actually been submitted by Habbos both in the U.S. and up here in Canada. You guys will be answering the questions however you want. At the same time, your counterparts are going to be running around with their characters in the hotel. Every time we play a track from your new album, we'll actually be rotating the rest of your crew, and everyone will get a chance to talk on the air, while also the Habbos will get a chance to play on the video game inside the actual environment.
So
be it in Canada,
it's kind of like playing musical chairs, sort of.
We have to say, the boys from Yellowcard, we are absolutely ecstatic that they're here, because they have just come off a grueling 48-hour tour of the Toronto scene. Isn't that right?
Yeah, it's been a long 2 days up here.
Well, on that note, we'll get right into the questions. This is what we're going to ask. Every Habbo who actually we ask a question to you, they receive a virtual turntable inside our gaming environment. So it's not just that they get to ask a question, it's also that they actually get to win a prize for this. So this is kind of cool. So the first question we've got here, this is from Canada, from Coke6, who wants to know, how did everyone in the band meet each other?
We all went to high school together, and if not high school together, we all hung out with the same kind of crew, of people. We grew up, partying with each other all the time, so we'd always see each other partying. And not only that, but we played in different bands that played with each other at the time. Peter Mosley here played in a band called Inspection 12 and still does. They were based out of Jacksonville, Florida, and we would play shows with them, actually quite often. And Ryan Key, was our lead singer, was in a band called Modern Amusement, which we also played with as well. Of course, we had different members at the time, so we were, just getting to know each other. And now we're all in the same band.
I don't know. Do I detect trepidation in your voice there, LP? Now, you guys are all from Florida, correct? Like the whole band is put together.
Ryan Mendez is actually from Santa Barbara.
Okay.
But, everybody else is from Jacksonville, Florida.
Well, I've got another question for you then. This is from UM, also from the Canadian Hotel, who wants to know, Yellowcard, what was your most funniest moment while you were on tour?
I don't know. There's a lot of them. It's being on tour is quite an adventure. Every night's kind of a new thing.
What was our funniest moment? That's a good one. I don't think I've gotten that one yet.
We did a tour almost 2 years ago with a band called Something Corporate, and last day of the gig we did our last 2 nights, I should say. We played in Philadelphia, and it was the time for the end of the tour pranks that you kind of pull on each other.
Okay.
So what we did is we all went out, guys in Yellowcard, we all went out to Something Corporate. At the end of their set, they covered the Outkast song Hey Ya.
Okay.
And did an amazing job at it. And we went out that day in Philly and bought the most ghetto attire that we could find. We're talking, I bought some Timberland construction boots and some Rockaware, and when LP got a Lakers warm-up suit that was like 3 times his size. And so at the end of Something Corporate set, when they played Hey we all ran out on stage as a bunch of gangsters with cheap champagne and fake fake paraphernalia rolled up and rolled out on stage and, tried to be as gangsta as a rock band can be.
That was funny. Yes, I remember.
Yeah, it was a good time. I mean, we have it on tape and everything.
Tape? Yeah.
No, you have it on tape. There you go. This is to UM. We can find this now. You realize what's going to happen now is you're going to have a whole bunch of people searching the internet trying to find the footage of. It's already
you won't be able to. It's in our backlog. We don't release that. That's for us.
Why don't we do one more question here? Then we're going to play another track from the new album from Yellowcard.
Go for it.
Yeah. Now what we'll do then is we'll change up and we'll have a couple of the other guys come in here and we'll throw you guys into the actual hotel. Incidentally, right now, if you're on HabboHotel.com, check out the Teen People Lounge. That's where we've got members of Yellowcard running around. Also on HabboHotel.ca, check out the Theater Dome. You will have a chance to get into the room. Keep trying and you will be able to get in. Last question I'll ask here before we play the next track. Which song? This is actually from Ratchik on the Canadian site, who wants to know, which song do you guys think is the best song that you've ever written? And I guess that doesn't even have to be one that's released.
Collectively or individually?
Sure, let's go collective. As Yellowcard. Let's say as Yellowcard.
Is that really? I was going to say waiting game. Okay. Okay. We've reached a decision.
They're having a debate here, everyone.
Track from the new record, How I Go. It's hard, like, being the writers, it's hard to say, like, what we're most pleased with or what our favorite song is, But this track, How I Go, was probably the biggest thing that we've done. It's a full acoustic ballad. Natalie Maines from the Dixie Chicks appears on it. It's got a 25-piece orchestra on it, and it's probably the biggest song of a project that we've thrown together. And it's very interesting. When you listen to it, you would not say, "Oh, well, that's Yellowcard." It's some it was totally a different thing for us to do. So.
Actually, there's a couple of tracks on the new album that I thought. Also, 2 Weeks from 20, another one with an appearance from Prince Board, Prince Board.
Yes.
And which is also a very, very melodic, beautiful song, but very different from what you guys
absolutely
usually do.
It's something we tried to do on the new record. It's kind of branch out a little more, not stay to the confines of any sort of label that we've suffered from before, like being pop punk or anything like that. We kind of wanted to, as musicians, branch out the most that we could. And, show musically and with our musicianship, as much as we could that we have to offer.
Right. And so let me ask you, do the guest appearances, do they actually participate in the song itself, or you guys have a good idea of where you want to go, and then they...
Well, for the most part, the song was already established, laid down, and recorded. The way the Natalie Maines thing worked out, Dixie Chicks were in the studio right next door to us. And we got her to come in. She listened to the track, and she took a copy of it home. And, we kind of just wanted her voice on it as like a texture type thing to add to it, and it ended up being a duet.
Wow.
But for the most part, the song was arranged and formatted as it appeared. And with Prince on 2 Weeks from 20, he heard the song through the studio process. And when the end part came up, where just these two jazz chords bouncing back and forth, and we wanted to get Neil, our producer, who plays trumpet, to lay down trumpet on it. And before Neil even got a chance to do that, Prince heard the song and said, "Yo, man, when are you gonna let me lay down a little bit of?" And he just did, he just did this, whatever the universal sign for trumpet is. And and we're like, "Oh my God, that's exactly what we wanted to do, was have a trumpet there. Why don't you come in and do it?" And so he just came in and went out in the studio room, and a couple takes through, just played through it, and we just got this one amazing take where it was totally, total ad lib solo.
Yeah, no, it's a great song, actually. Really,
thank you,
love it.
thank you.
Before we go, Dubya, I think it's important that we mention to everyone out there in Habbo Land that Dubya and I actually had the privilege of seeing Yellowcard play live last night in Toronto at the Mod Club. And Pete, you want to describe very briefly to our Habbos out there in Habbo Land exactly what is incumbent of a bass guitarist when they get up on the bar and run around inside the club itself?
Well, being a bass player, probably the least noticed guy in the band, so I've got to do something to stick out sometimes. Sometimes I don't mind being back in the shadows, but other times there's something inside of me that's burning, and I have to let people know that I'm there, and I have to create my own stage. So last night I ran off stage and went through the little back hallways and came out on top of the bar and walked all the way from the front of the room to the back of the room, down the bar, and I really don't know what comes over one when you decide to do something stupid like that. But
inspirational. Come on, inspirational.
it's something. The music came over me. Is that what you want me to say? I was overtaken by our song, and I had to go out and share it with the people.
I was surprised you didn't run into the mosh pit they had there in the middle of the dance
On
floor.
my way back
there.
up to the stage, I was thinking about that. But that, I guess that would go from inspirational to stupid thing to do. Running around the pit with a bass guitar strapped around my neck.
That should be done. You should do that next time.
Gentlemen,
Okay.
Dressed in the ghetto garb.
Why don't you come with me with your drum kit?
Sure. We'll just get wireless drums.
That was a great mini drum solo, actually,
Wait,
too.
drums
last
are
night.
wireless.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I have a
The
better
wireless.
idea. We're going to take LP and we're going to take Pete, and we're now going to throw you into the Habbo Hotel environment, and we're going to grab your colleagues and bring them here up on the radio show. So, gentlemen, thank you very
Awesome.
much. What's the next track that's coming
Well,
up?
we're going to play How I Go, since that's what they mentioned was their favorite song.
Okay,
And
let's
we'll
do
be right
that.
back after the track.
And we're back here on the dnD Power Hour with EMI recording artist Yellowcard here in the house in the Great White North, broadcasting on HabboHotel.ca and HabboHotel.com. Of course, we love HabboHotel.com, but HabboHotel.ca is the sweetest smelling Habbo Hotel in the world. We've just done a bit of a change up here. We've got Pete currently running around in the Canadian hotel on HabboHotel.ca, and we've got LP in the U.S. site, HabboHotel.com, in the Teen People Lounge. In the studio right now, ready to answer some questions from the U.S. of A., we've got Ryan, and Sean. Gentlemen, welcome to Habbo Hotel.
Hello.
Thank you.
What we're going to do, because we're a bit pressed for time, is we're going to jump right into questions here from some of your American audience. Now, these are questions that have been submitted by the Habbos, and every question that we read live on the air, they will actually receive a virtual turntable that we will be giving out to them after the show on your behalf. So thank you very much for that. First question is from Instrumental, who wants to know, what is one of the main influences that Yellowcard passes on to a teen audience through music?
That's heavy.
You're up, Slugger.
I don't know. That's
It's all
heavy.
you.
Why is it got to be me?
You're the leader. I don't know what to
Oh.
say.
Fearless leader speaks and says, I think that the biggest thing we would inspire people to do is kind of leading by example in the way that we didn't go to college and we just decided to do what we wanted to do with our lives. And not saying that you shouldn't go to college, but the fact that anything is possible kind of is the idea behind Yellowcard, I think, because, I don't know, we grew up in Florida and now we're here in Canada talking to you on this huge internet site,
Yes.
and you like our band. So
Thank you.
Hopefully.
Which is a good thing. Thank you. Hopefully, like us. Yes. Good call.
And congratulations to Instrumental for getting his question read on the air. Here's another question coming to you from Fry Sky Kitten 3N. These are Habbo names, gentlemen. Who wants to know, do you guys play any pranks on each other while in the tour bus?
how much did we pay you to get in the bunk with Judd?
I was just thinking about that exact same situation. That was $500.
I got paid $500 to jump in a bunk without. It was like a dare. We don't really prank each other.
Yeah, it's
We
more
dare.
Dares with
Yeah,
Jackass
and
style
bets.
daring.
dares with money involved.
We dared our friend Todd to jump in the dirty Atlantic Ocean when it was 30 degrees outside for $300
in New Jersey.
You didn't
Yeah.
finish your dare.
I was naked in another man's bunk, but he didn't.
Yeah.
He was passed out.
Completely in the bunk.
Yeah, but I
Completely in the
made
bunk, like spooning.
$500.
100% nude.
Next question.
And that's $500 US, Habbo. So
US.
you know the exchange, which is like $6 billion
I'm making
Canadian.
money on top of making money.
The thing is, Dileas over here, he pays people to let him do that.
Oh, that's right. Thanks, W. Thanks. Yeah, shout out. I can always get props from my better half. Here's a question from Pepsi Girl X, who wants to know, if you were stuck on an island and had 3 things with you, what would those 3 things be?
Should we each pick one?
I guess there's 3 of us. We can do that.
Let's do it. You should go first.
No, you should go first.
I would want to have a toothbrush because that would suck to die and have like rotted, gross teeth. Or to be like finally find food and you have such a bad cavity you can't eat. So toothbrush is what I would need.
Really? You're gonna bring a toothbrush?
It's simple, but
That would be the last
it's
thing
a
I would be.
necessary thing.
Oral hygiene, you know?
I would bring Keira Knightley because she's single, and we would live together happily ever after on our island paradise.
Yeah, she wouldn't be so hot without teeth, would she?
Dude, Dude, you can find a way to clean your teeth. Don't you watch Lost?
Would you find a way? Would you bring a toothbrush? And she has a
Well,
pretty smile. I'd want to hang on to that.
We're all going together. We get
Your
3
turn.
things to bring. We'll share your toothbrush.
Okay, and I'll share Keira Knightley with you.
No.
Yes. Go.
I'll be a cliche and say I bring a guitar because you would be so bored.
That's not a cliche.
That's nice.
I guess
You better stuff some strings in it, though. like-
Yeah, bring some strings.
Yeah, I
Well,
play
maybe-
really lightly.
Maybe
Okay.
you can use the strings as dental floss as well, since you have a thing for brushing your teeth.
Ouch, that would hurt.
That would hurt.
That would hurt.
Congratulations to Pepsi Girl, who just got her question asked on the
Congratulations.
air. Here we go. Joey the Nerd wants to know, what would you do for a Klondike bar?
What would I do for a Klondike bar?
I don't know, paid 99 cents or however much it costs.
I don't think I'd do very much for a Klondike bar. Not. I don't. I'm a singer. Chocolate and dairy products are both off my list, so I'm not really in the market for Klondike bars. But Joey the Nerd, you eat all the Klondike bars you want.
All right, we got a bit of a heavy question here, boys.
Uh-oh.
Yes,
Thinking
this
caps.
is from one of our American users named Ooze, and Ooze wants to know, if you could do one thing to change the world on a large scale, what would you do and why?
One thing.
One thing.
It's like
Can
the
you
Miss
do
Universe
that?
pageant.
Like what?
The Miss Universe pageant.
That is way too heavy to have my brain complete a mission like that after 6 hours of interviews today.
I would do away with television.
Ooh. You just go around and collect every
Yes.
TV set in the world.
There's no more television. You have to talk to people and
You have to go
and
outside.
and
Well-
read the newspaper and read
I was actually
and
gonna,
do things
This is kind of ironic, but I was
and
actually
work
gonna
out and
say
throw the football.
do away with the internet. That's what I would
I know
say.
it. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
but
hard to
Habbo
say.
Whoa!
I concur.
I was gonna say that, but I'm like, no. TV
I don't care. Hey,
is
I'm
worse.
being
No,
honest.
I want to redesign the internet so that it's email only. That's it.
I think we're being
What,
put
not
out of a
Habbo
job here,
Hotels?
W.
and Habbo. That's
Email
it.
and Habbo
There you go.
Hotel.
All right.
That's it.
Thank you.
That's all you really need, right?
Yeah.
Well, we're not 13 to 16. We aren't on this whole
Dude,
internet.
LP is
wave.
going off, by the
Yeah,
way.
check out
You
LP.
see
He's
this?
got dreads.
Dude, kids are just like, hey, what's your favorite movie? Will you
got
date me?
Predator.
He's like, I have a
Little
woman.
dreads too. It's cute.
Yeah,
Just
dude.
so you guys
cute,
understand,
dude.
the guys
So
are
cute.
watching.
Dude, LP
Habbo
looks
Hotel.
so cute. LP, your dreads look so
Dozer
cute, dude.
listens to metal. Yeah, you got a shout out, my man.
That's what I'm talking about.
Ow!
Wow, we did
Feel
really
good.
bad with the changing the world question.
Why don't we
By the
ask
way.
one more question, and then
think
we'll
it
go
was
to the
good.
next track. Is that
All
cool
right,
with you,
sure,
W?
sounds
All
good.
right, we got a last question here for you, gentlemen. Planet X Guy wants to know, and this is for each of you individually. If you were a spicy food, what kind of spicy food would you be?
Absolutely nothing because I can't handle spicy food.
I would be a mother effing chicken wing
From where?
from Hooters.
From Hooters.
I would probably be a spicy tuna roll.
W, what's the
I
next
love
track?
sushi.
Actually,
good.
why don't we let them pick between Down on My Head or Sure Thing Falling? Which song would you like us to play?
Down on my head.
All right, here we go.
And we're back here on the dnD Power Hour, live and in full effect with Yellowcard in the house on HabboHotel.ca, the sweetest smelling Habbo Hotel in the world, and also broadcasting on HabboHotel.com in the U.S. of A. Gentlemen, welcome back.
Hello, it's so good to be here.
LP and Pete are very much engrossed on the Canadian and U.S. hotels, so you guys are back here to answer some more questions. But this time, the questions are coming to you from Canadian Habbos. That's right, people from the Great White North.
I love it.
Yes.
Here's a question from Blah1905. Blah1905 wants to know.
Did I hear a niner in there? What are you calling from a walkie-talkie?
The song Believe from your Ocean Avenue album had to be the best and most remarkable song I've heard. But my question is,
Thank you.
do you guys think you've come a long way with Lights and Sound from Ocean Avenue? And when are you guys coming to Halifax, Nova Scotia?
I don't know when we're coming to Halifax, Nova Scotia.
I don't exactly know where that is.
Mr. Niner. But we do feel that we have come a long way from Ocean Avenue to Lights and Sounds. We worked very, very, very hard on this record, and as you know, we had a lot of success with our record before, and we just wanted to do something different. We wanted to give you guys something new and fresh to listen to, and we're very excited about this record. So.
And LP is amazing. He
Yes.
just said the best thing about guitar is breaking it.
Yes.
Because he's a drummer.
He's a drummer.
He's a drummer. Yes.
That's my bro.
We got a question here from Hobastan976 who wants to know, hi, my name is Ellie, and I was wondering, do you have, and does everybody in the band have, a girlfriend?
Ryan, our singer, is the only single person in the band.
Really a bummer.
He gets a lot of attention. I get a little jealous, but the rest of us are very happy with our significant others.
I have a wife.
Yes.
One of us has a wife.
Those are stepped it up, and he is now
Did
married.
you just call me that on here? That's good.
LP gave you a shout out.
Yeah.
I just want to keep it,
Okay.
the same thing.
Got it.
Ryan number 2 has a wife.
There you go.
Quintuocha. This is how they know you. White devil.
Got it.
We are live right now on HabboHotel.ca and HabboHotel.com. We've got members of Yellowcard running around inside the hotels, also answering your questions live here in full effect. We've got them for about another 10 minutes, so let's ask a few more questions here from our Canadian Habbos. Busta Rhyme wants to know, and this is no relation to the actual Busta Rhyme, when it comes to writing songs, what comes first, the lyrics or the music?
We don't really have a formula, to be honest. We kind of just put them together as they go. I usually have a general idea for like a melody and maybe 1 or 2 lines of lyrics, and then we run with the song from there. And I don't know. Finishing all the lyrics on a record is like doing your homework the night before it's due, for me. At least getting all the ideas finalized. So.
And I don't speak English so good, so I don't write lyrics.
Jasmine wants to know, what is your fave kind of sandwich?
I'm kind of a mood person when I eat, so right now I'd feel like a chicken parmesan sandwich.
That sounds really
That
good.
sounds really nice.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a big fan of the buffalo chicken sandwich
Ooh.
myself. From Hooters.
Good choice.
When I used to eat meat, I liked a good turkey sandwich. I like turkey.
Yeah, but now you got to eat that tofu crap.
Tofurkey, I believe.
Tofu sandwich.
There's plenty of
Tofurkey.
stuff other than tofu to
You're
eat.
Yeah,
vegetarian,
like
Ryan?
I am.
sprouts.
How long have you been a vegetarian?
Bean
Since
sprout
St. Patrick's
sandwich.
Day 2 years ago.
Mm.
Yeah, 2 years.
Congratulations.
I'm just looking at the time here, W, and maybe it's
I
best if
love
we
you.
play one more track, and then when we
love
come
you.
back from that track, we actually have the
I love Habbo.
surprise appearance
I love
or
Habbo.
surprise singing of the
Oh,
track.
yeah, sure.
I love
Sounds good.
Jess.
Okay.
What's that?
I love
Guys,
chair.
you get to choose between Rough Landing Holly and 2 weeks from 20.
What do you think?
I think we should do.
Rough Landing Holly.
All right, here we go.
love
Back
that
off the
song.
track.
And we're back on the dnD Power Hour here live and in full effect in downtown Toronto, Canada with Yellowcard in the house. We've got Sean and Ryan ready to carry on one of the most famous traditions that we've got here. But before that,
Drum roll.
a special shout out going to Yellowcard from one of our favorites here at dnD Power Hour who often comes over from the beautiful city of Stuttgart in Germany. Helmut, how are you? Yeah, hello, this is Helmut. It's so happy to see you here. Very happy to be here in the Habbo Hotel. Oh, I'm looking at the Yellowcard people. They're so nice and so funny. They come up here from the America. I like it very much. But I want to know, when do you come to the Stuttgart to go to the discotheque? I've got the CD in my CD player in the trunk of my Mercedes, and I go running around. Listen, congratulations to all the Habbos out there, and I see you next week. Auf Wiedersehen. Thank you, Helmut. Thank you very much. Gentlemen. Bye, Helmut.
I want a Porsche. Can I have a Porsche?
Are
Please.
you
Please.
ready?
Yes.
This is the exclusive world premiere on the dnD Power Hour with EMI recording artist Yellowcard, Ryan and Sean from Yellowcard, singing an internet cult classic.
Hands.
Ready? Here we go.
Touching hands. Reaching out. Touching me. Touching you. Sweet Caroline.
Where it began,
Whoa! Neil, I'm trying to sing your song here, man.
I can't be
Good times never seem so
I
good.
know it's growing strong.
I've been inclined
Wasn't the
to
spring
believe it never would. Neil, you're such a good lyricist. I love you.
Okay, thank you, gentlemen. Thank you very much.
Bum, bum, bum.
All right.
Oh, that was the first classic.
That's
To all of you
amazing.
to all of you that down in Santa Monica that are listening to this right now in the Habbo Hotel USA offices, that was a first for Yellowcard, and to be blunt, a first for W and us. We got a couple more questions, gentlemen, and then we'll be signing off for the night because we understand we have to load you on a bus and get you on your way to Chicago. Is that correct? Absolutely. Here's a question from Cardinal RCH. This is from our Canadian hotel who wants to know, I was wondering, when you wake up in the morning, do you eat breakfast right away or after a shower or not at all?
When we wake up, we don't usually get to shower on the road, so it's either right to breakfast or lunch. It's kind of like a whatever you feel like thing. I think today I had a peanut butter sandwich and some leftover Chinese when I woke up, so start the day off right.
Our job is neat because we don't have to wake up until noon. So we have to eat lunch for breakfast every day. But I eat it right when I get up, to answer your question.
Mm-hmm. Good question.
We've got another question here from Glitter Fairy, and Glitter Fairy wants to know, hey boys, I was just wondering if you guys fight a lot since you spend a lot of time together. Sorry, do you guys fight a lot because you spend a lot of time together?
Yeah, we're like brothers.
We have like weird baby oil wrestling matches on the back of the bus sometimes, but other than that, we don't fight that much.
Ryan usually cheats and pokes me in the eye, but jerk.
No, we don't fight. We
get along all the time.
All the time, every day, every minute.
If you go on our bus, it's like sunshine and green grass and butterflies. It's happy all the time. And
Neil Diamond is playing.
No rainbows, actually.
Ba, ba, ba.
Good times never seem so good.
Currently, we got a Yellowcard party going on habbohotel.ca in Emily. That's Emily's room. Of course, down on habbohotel.com. We're partying up in the
They are going
People
off
Lounge.
look at the deck.
Gentlemen,
yes.
I hate to say this, but we're running out of time. Is there anything you guys would like to say to the Habbos out there in Habbo land?
Don't listen to Neil Diamond.
It's hazardous to your health.
Yes. No. Well, thank you guys for hanging out with us today.
Yeah, it's been I've had a lovely time.
Experience.
Yes.
Yeah, we've got just under 8,000 on habbohotel.com, just over 3,000 habbohotel.ca, plus all our listeners. So you're hitting well over 10,000 people all at once simultaneously.
You've performed Neil Diamond for 11,000 people tonight.
It's like karaoke, man, for lots and lots of people.
I don't know. The horn section was just out of control.
The pitch was insane.
Thank you.
Now, I got one last question I need to ask you. What is the next step now for Yellowcard? I mean, you guys are obviously off to Chicago in the short term, but what's on the horizon for the next 2 to 3 months, and are you coming back to Canada?
We will be back in Canada hopefully late spring, early summer, but as always on the schedule, Yellowcard is touring nonstop, always on the go. We might shoot a video before we head overseas. We're going to go around the world in February, March, and then April. We're going to do a big Virgin North America tour. So
wow.
We will be around.
Big corporate sellout tour, you know.
Are there any websites you guys want to give shout-outs to?
What's your MySpace?
Well, we should probably do our own.
Yellowcardrock.com.
It's always a fun place to spend time with friends and family.
Yes, I like it there.
I don't know my MySpace thing. Just type in my name on MySpace.
Ryan Key, he's famous on MySpace. Check him out.
Habbos, if you get a chance to check out Yellowcard whenever they come to your town, go and see them. W checked it out last night at the Mod Club here in Toronto. It was outstanding. Seeing Sean on the electric violin, hearing Ryan play, it was great. And, of course, Pete running around in the audience with his bass guitar. LP was wonderful on drums, and we had Ryan also playing on guitar. It was an awesome show.
Thank you.
Gentlemen, thank you very much for coming here. Next time you're in Toronto, please stop by. You're welcome at Habbo Hotel anytime.
Thank you so much for having us.
No trouble at all. What's the last track there, W, before we sign off?
I think we're going to sign off with Hollywood Died. And it's kind of neat because this song actually ends in the way that the album starts with 3 Flights Down. So it's pretty interesting to have the end close that way.
Thank you to Yellowcard and thank you to EMI for setting this up.
Thanks for having us.
And to everyone out there in Habbo land, bonsoir.
Peace.